first of all, good week on the training pitch and got a lot of work done?
No.
Okay.
No, of course. Yeah, of course. No, it's been a good week's work. Always is when you get a full week at it. Lads train really well. They're a real good bunch to train. Very professional in the work. So yeah, good.
Do you sense a buzz as well? You know, particularly when it's a fixture like this, when there's a big club coming to town. Do you get that extra little bit out of it?
I think there's been a buzz for a long while now. To be honest with you, it's the culture and environment we create. But it's also nice to know that got a real big game coming Saturday where we should get real good attendance and a real good atmosphere. And if you don't look forward to those games, that's why we're here. That's why we're in League One. You'll never look forward to them.
Just a point we were making about the crowd actually before you came in, about what it does for the surrounding area, what it does for the fans, what it does for the football club as well. And this is kind of why you want to be in this league and progress further, because you see the buoyancy it gives to the football club, but also the community too.
Yeah, it certainly does. And football clubs are massive in the community, and we're a massively football community-based football club, and you can see that with the attendance. I think someone said to me the other day it's the highest for the last 25 years of average attendance of where we're at now, so should be another bumper gate as well. We've Saturday with a big team like Sheffield Wednesday, are very well supported, so should be a good atmosphere, good occasion hopefully, but hopefully we'll get the 3 points.
You talked in interviews about being competitive. Just wanted to kind of ask you how you define that when you come up against teams in this division now. So what do you work on with the players in order to get them to?
Well, I think every game has a different game plan. I think people know how we work now and how we try and work, but there is consistencies within the game plan, obviously. So we respect Sheffield Wednesday as a club. They're not long out of the Premier League, got a great manager. I think I looked at it the other day, 9 of the starting 11 against Wickham had promotion out of the Champions League One, so they're a very experienced team and obviously know what it takes to be successful. So it's going to be a tough test, but like I keep drawing to, these are the games you look forward to.
It's not just a matter of like being first in the tackle and all that. I suppose it's about the mental side of it, managing the game well, working out where you can hurt them. Is that kind of the priority in matches?
Also, well, it's a priority in every match, to be honest with you. There's all sorts of ways where you try and win games of football, and you try and win games of football different ways, but in an ideal world, we're pressing high, we're winning the ball, and we're looking after the ball, and we're creating many opportunities. We need to be respectful, obviously, that the team that we're playing against can hurt you. We need to make sure that we defensively structure's pretty sound, and there's the things we've been working on, as well as working on causing them quite a few problems as well, which I'm sure they'll expect.
Does that mental side of it, when you've talked about how close knit the players are, does that help as well when you're in situations like this, that they're all one, if you like, one together?
Yeah, we felt like one for a long while now, so, but you learn as you go through different things. So we've got a lot of players in our team that haven't played many League One games at all, so we're hoping they're learning and adapting very quickly. The group's not that experienced in League One football, but they'll be getting that, and it's mentally making sure that they cope with that and they can keep rising to the occasions, and none bigger so than Saturday.
You've talked about players there. Dan Jones is one of them. What have you made of his kind of start? Because he's had to be very patient for his opportunity to be in the team. So what have you made of how he's responded to what you want?
Dan Jones was one of our best players for the first half of last season, and then got injured and spent a long spell on the sidelines. Conor Coady's a fantastic player that came in and done very, very well, but Dan's been very good in the last 2-3 games, which is keeping Conor Coady out the side. 2 good players, 2 really good options to have in that position of the left side of a 3. So, and that's what you need if we're going to compete at these levels and trying to achieve to get out of these levels eventually. We're going to have real competition for places, and I think the left side of a 3 centre-halves is one of the strongest areas.
How hard is it to make that decision? Because obviously Conor did really well for you the second half of last year. So do you have to kind of, at some point, have that difficult conversation with him to say, look, I'm giving Dan a chance now?
Phil, you've known me long enough. My players know exactly how I feel. Conor Coady, I talk to my players, and my man manager is the reason why he's not played, and he's an honest lad himself. He knows his form dipped for no reason other than it's football that can happen, and I just make sure that I give a fantastic player the confidence that when his next opportunity arises, which it did, to be fair to him, he did well in the trophy game, but Dan's just keeping him out the side at the minute, but he's working hard at his game, and he'll come back better, fresher and stronger, no doubt.
Just to quickly mention the opposition then, lots of the headlines go around Barry Bannan, but when you're planning for a game like this, do you focus on stopping him, or is it a collective thing? How do you go about that?
I don't really want to give my game plan away on
No,
a Friday
obviously.
afternoon, obviously, but we know they've got very good players all the way through the squad, and Barry's an exceptional player at this level. We know that, we understand that, and we also need to make sure that it's not just one player we focus on. We have to focus on all their strengths, and but also focus on the weaknesses. And every club's got them at any level of football, and we'll try and exploit them.